Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to create a vector portrait using Google Drawings. So first of all, you're going to go to google.com, then you're going to go over here to the Google Apps, and you're going to select Drive. Okay, then you're going to go to the New button on the left, and you're going to click More to find Google Drawings. This is going to open up a brand new Google drawing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is title it. Top left corner, it says Untitled Drawing. You're going to click on that, delete, and you're going to title it Vector Portrait. And you can even put your name, first and last name. Okay, I click out of that. And notice how it automatically saved. Now it says save to drive, so that's how I know that it is saved. So the first step that we're going to do is choose our background color. Okay, so to make a background color, you're going to go up here to the shape tool. I'm going to click on that. You're going to go to the first drop-down option, and you're going to click the rectangle. Once you have the rectangle selected, you can click and drag to make it pretty much the exact same size as your drawing space here. Okay, once I let go, it automatically colors it like a light blue color and has a black outline. Okay, so you can pick any color by going up to the paint bucket tool here that says fill color. And you can pick any color you want. I'm going to pick a green because that's my favorite color, but I don't really want that bright of a green. I'm going to pick a different green. Be more this kind of green. Okay, there's my green. And I want to get rid of this black outline. So I'm going to go up here right next to the fill color is the border color. I'm going to change that to transparent. So that way there's no black line. Okay. Another thing you can do is for that background color, going back into the fill color, it says you can do a gradient. So the top, you can change this to like a gradient color. That could also look really neat, where it's a little lighter in the middle and darker towards the edges. Maybe I'll stick with this gradient. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Once you have your background completed, now you're ready to choose the photo, the portrait. A portrait is a photo of a face. This can be your face or it could be a celebrity's face from online, either one. In this example, I'm going to do my face. So to insert a photo, you're going to go up to the word insert right here. And you're going to click image. And then here's where you can pick a photo that you already have downloaded on your computer. Or you can search for a new photo on the web, like search a celebrity name. So for me, I'm going to go down to camera. Okay, if you go down to camera, that allows you to take a photo using the camera on your laptop. So I'm going to click camera. Okay, wants to use my camera. I'm going to click allow. And then here is my face. So then I'm going to take a picture. And I want my face to be nice and close to, I want my lighting to be a little better too. Let me turn. There we go. Lighting's a lot better here. So I want my face to be close. So not really far away where my face when I draw it is going to be teeny tiny. I want it to be nice and centered. Okay, so there is my face. And I'm going to click insert. And there is my image. Now it's super tiny. So while it's selected, you can take these corners and drag it out to make it bigger. And I'm going to make this the whole size of my drawing. Okay, and so that's going to make that green disappear, but that's okay. I know it's still under there for later. Okay, I'm going to click out to deselect it. Now notice I can tell using this program that the picture quality is pretty blurry. That's okay because I can still see the lines and edges that I need to work with. But if I had used one that I had already taken from the internet, it would have been more clear. So once you have your image stretched out on top of your colored background, you are ready to start tracing the lines and shapes that you see in your face. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up to this line tool and you're going to click the little drop down arrow next to that and you're going to change it to scribble. Okay, this is going to allow you to free draw any lines you want on top of your image. So using this scribble tool, I'm going to slowly and carefully trace around my face shape first. I'm clicking and holding the button. And I'm going to go all the way back up to where I started and let go. And it connects it as one shape. Okay, so it's not really a line anymore as much as it is a shape. And that's the first shape. You can change this line color to any color you want. Think about what would work well with your background. So with my green background, I probably want a darker color since I did the gradient green background. So maybe I'll do like a darker blue color or maybe a dark purple. You can also go up here and change the line weight if you wanted to make it a little thicker or keep it really thin. It's all up to you. I think I might stick with a 2 or a 3 point for my face here. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my facial features. So in this image, I've got my glasses on, so I'm going to go ahead and do that one. I'm clicking and dragging my cursor to slowly trace my glasses. It's okay that I'm going over this line. Later, I can erase what I need to. Okay, so there's my next shape. As you start doing smaller details on the face like eyes, nose, and mouth, you'll want to zoom in on your photo using your touchpad to zoom in so that you can see the shapes and lines a little better. So to fix something, I'm going to click the select tool up here. And it selects the last thing I made, but I'm going to select this. And I'm just going to delete it by clicking the backspace button and going back to the scribble to keep drawing. Zooming in to my facial features. Okay, so make sure you fully connect your shapes. Here I've got a little highlight, this little white bit of my eye where the light was bouncing off. So I'm going to go ahead and draw little circles for my highlights as well. Then I'll do my eyebrows. And I think I might do the inside part of my glasses too. I think my glasses would look better if I made it the whole frame. So I'm going to do the inside of my glasses as well. One's a little wonky. See if I want to fix that later. Okay, so going to the nose. For the nose, I'm just going to do not a shape, but a line for kind of my left nostril. And then another line for my right, kind of tracing what I'm seeing, but not making a complete shape. And when I smile, I have these like cheek lines here. So I'll go ahead and do those as well. Okay, and then I'll do my lips. And I'm going to do another shape inside for the lips here and a very thin bit up here. Okay. For you, it's up to you if you want to do each individual tooth or just leave it as a shape. I think I might just leave mine as a shape like this. I've got a couple beauty marks on my face. I'll go ahead and mark out some of those. Now, with my glasses, it's hiding my eyelid and my eyelashes. So you might have an eyelid line to draw or might have a shape for your eyelashes. But mine's not very visible. I could probably do a line here for my eyelid. But I'm not going to do my eyelashes because my glasses pretty much hide that. Okay, now I'm going to do my hair. So my part is here, and my hair is up for this image. So I'm just going to trace the line there for my hair, and on this side. And neither of my ears can be seen. It's kind of weird. I did not notice that. I feel like this might be an ear here. It's just really blurry. So I'm going to go ahead and add a tiny little piece of my ear there. No ear on this side. And last but not least, my clothes, my shoulders and clothes are seen. So I'm going to trace my shoulders on each side. And my neckline. And I have this like floral pattern. It depends on what your shirt looks like that you're wearing in the photograph. It depends on how much detail you want to put too. But I would, for my shirt, I like the floral. I want to keep that detail. So I'm going to zoom in and do like one flower at a time. So I'm going to kind of simplify some of these flowers, but I still want it to look like flowers because I like this shirt that I'm wearing today. So I'm going to start with the outline of my flower and connect it. And then I'm going to do the lines or shapes that I see inside my flower. I'm probably not going to do it. I'm simplifying it. I'm not going to do every single one, but just enough so it kind of looks like a flower. If it doesn't look great when I'm done, I can always delete it. The more detail you can put into this, the better it's going to look, usually. So that's why I'm going for the detail. I can always delete it later if it doesn't look like my shirt. Okay, so something that I'm just now noticing is that when I connect it as a shape, it keeps the color that I originally selected, which was that kind of darkish purple. But when I just did a line and I didn't connect it to make a shape, it made my lines black and my shapes purple. So what I have to do to fix that, since I didn't notice until now and I'm almost done, is I'm going to have to take the select tool up here, the arrow, and I'm going to, outside of my image, click and drag over the whole thing, and it's going to select all of my lines. With all my lines selected, I can then go up here and change the color so that they are all consistent and the same. Okay. Once you have your image drawn and you've got all the lines that you want, our next step is to delete the image of the background so that the color we picked in the very beginning is our background. So while I still have the select tool on, I'm going to click my background photo and I'm going to backspace to delete it. Boom. And there is my line portrait, vector line portrait. From here, I can decide if there's any lines that I want to increase the line weight, as in the thickness. So like here, I have my glasses, eyes, and the edge of my face a thicker line than the other lines. So maybe if I wanted to go back in and change anything, change the color or the thickness, I could go click the back button and I can use my select to pick anything that I want to make a little thicker. So if I want to make my shoulder lines thicker, I could do that. Remember that line weight right next to the line color is the tool for this. Maybe I'll make my neck collar a little thicker too. And maybe my hairlines could be a little thicker since the outside of my face is thick. Okay, so now to see what that looks like, those changes, I can click on the background image and click the backspace button to delete it. I think that looks a lot better. I like having the main edges thicker and the inner details a little lighter. Okay. So now I will be ready to turn this in by putting this onto the assignment page. So let me show you how we're going to do that. So you're going to go to the vector drawing project, your Google Doc that you've been working on. Okay, so step 1 was watching this video and answering this question. Step 2 was reading this and looking at his artwork here and answering these 2 questions. So then here it says, insert a photo of it here. So what I'm going to do is, before I even insert this photo, I'm going to click underneath here. It's going to make the photo drop a lot better. Instead of putting the photo up here, put the photo down here. Okay, and I'm going to go to Insert, Drawing from Drive. You're going to find the drawing that you just completed. So this is the one that I was just working on. And a really important, I want you to change it to Insert Unlinked. Okay, Insert Unlinked. Insert. Okay, and then from here it's just a picture at this point. So now I can click and I can make this picture a little smaller so that it fits a little nicer in this Google Doc. Okay, and click out to deselect it. So now I have step 3 done, and I'm ready to step 4, submit this entire document onto Echo to grade. And there is your tutorial on how to make a vector portrait in Google Drawings.